Gary Gensler, your time has finally arrived. It's time, guys. Remember, we talked about it. I can't believe it. All the prophecies we were talking about, right, earlier this year is fulfilling as we speak. Gary's year is this year. This is Gary's year. Gary Gensler. Check this out really quickly.
You can't even answer the question. Do you say XRP is a security?
Well, we're in court and active discussions and litigation on that.
You're in litigation because you do say it's a security. As you know, let's move on.
Why does he smile when asked about XRP? That's my issue. Interesting, isn't it? Right. So we're going to be talking about it all today, guys. I mean, there's so much news coming out and about. Listen. Now, I've been in the space for about 6 years from Ian Binns, and never seen so much FUD, even now from the mothership, guys, right? Look at this, look at all this FUD, guys. XRP is not essential for Ripple, and this is great, right? XRP is okay for ODL, but not for Ripple's new liquidity hub, right? A lot of FUD taking place in the community, but why? Because we're getting closer. Remember, the closer we get to mooning, the more FUD there will be. You don't see? It's quite simple. Oh, really? Quotes, I can't say if XRP is a security because 2.5 years after we filed the lawsuit for XRP being a security, we are not so sure anymore, end quote, right? Now, I'm actually starting to like Gary Gensler, guys. I'm not even joking, right? I'm actually starting to like Gary. Interesting. The reason being is not because the Ripple vs. SEC case has been going on for years, guys. Not because of that, but because at least Gary doesn't seem to be a hypocrite, right? He's going after every coin known to mankind. Now, how do we know Gary Gensler holds XRP? Well, this is how. Chair Gensler just testified that he taught multiple courses on crypto but has never owned or used it. How can you teach a course about something you have never owned or used? Exactly. This is how we know he has, guys. We're going to be talking about just a second. Listen to this. I'm going to speed everything up in today's video because it's going to take a long time if we don't.
Or subject matter experts have digital wallets or own digital assets?
I don't believe under our ethics rules they do.
Do you own digital assets or have a digital wallet?
I don't own any crypto assets. All of my securities holdings are actually digital because they're held by a broker-dealer and they're digital there.
Have you ever owned Bitcoin or another digital asset?
No.
And so
he's lying.
Maybe here, I'm guessing most folks on your senior staff, I'm guessing you included, have bought or sold stocks, but none of them have owned, or none of them currently own crypto assets, but are in the process of making rules and regulations on crypto assets. That'd be a fair assumption.
I couldn't speak to that. I actually at MIT taught a course called Blockchain and Money. I taught multiple courses called Crypto Finance and other courses as well.
But you didn't own any crypto.
No.
You taught the course, but you weren't a user in the product.
I did not own crypto assets.
A digital asset, any crypto, including Bitcoin.
The only digital assets I have is my bank account and my brokerage accounts, but no crypto.
Very good, thank you. On July 13th...
He's definitely lying, guys, right? He loves XRP. He definitely owns these crypto assets. Come on, guys, these digital assets. From Ashley, it's clear Gensler was parsing his words when he asked if he owned any crypto. There's any number of ways for him to have access to crypto without actually owning it. Exactly, e.g., if he holds these certain crypto assets on an exchange, technically it's not his, not your keys, not your crypto. Exactly, right, guys? Of course, you guys, if you guys don't believe Gary Gensler literally holds XRP, right, then I don't know what to tell you, because he's definitely in the know, because he got the role of accelerating all this, guys, right? Oh, and by the way, I wanted to point out over here that his colleagues, right, former employees and whatnot, probably did a lot of insider trading, right? So come on, it's all corrupted. Now, breaking, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong suggested that the cryptocurrency exchange may consider relocation outside the United States. So it seems like they're trying to move out all these companies, crypto companies. They're trying to move out the United States, guys, right? But will America like that? Most definitely not. So what's going to happen here soon? Perhaps regulations will come into play. Well, it sure seems like it's about to be forced, right? And clarity and whatnot. This is how we know we're getting really close to XRP being granted clarity. And look at the world right now, guys, right? BRICS is accelerating. These external events are accelerating. All these things are taking place. And we're about to see the case conclude. Don't you see how this all ties in together? It sure does. Breaking, Coinbase gears up legal fight with United States SEC. Again, a lot of people are fed up from Gary Gensler, right, the SEC, but I'm actually starting to like them, guys. Why? Because they're literally going after every coin out there. 99.9% of these coins has to go, guys, right? Now, it's crazy to me because Baba Cux is right. Once again, look at this right here. Let's see what happens, right? Let's see what Scales and Justice has in store for us. First up, Gary Gensler. So today is April 18th, right? Didn't you say April technically starts on the 18th? Yes, every emoji is the 18th, guys. There you guys go. So it's not, it seems like it's April 18th instead of 22, right? But the timeline goes from the 22 onwards, guys, right? Which means from March to April, it's Scales and Justice. From April to May, Scales and Justice, guys, right? Next is key. Scales and Justice is what? Regulations, clarity, right? Talking about the SEC, Gary Gensler, and look what happened today. Literally today, guys, right? Pinpoint on the timeline. Again, people are cooking Gary Gensler at this point in time. Why? From Tom Emmer, Gary Gensler's an incompetent cop on the beat. He's actively putting everyday Americans in harm's way and pushing Americans' firms into the hands of the Chinese Communist Party. Now, why is Gary doing this? Well, perhaps because he knows that the biggest bull run, the most craziest euphoric bull run is on the horizon, guys, right? Oh, isn't that interesting? But maybe he doesn't want people to get rich and wealthy, guys. But let's listen to this.
Chairman Gensler, part of the SEC's mission is to protect investors. Does the SEC review pre-IPO documents?
I think you said pre-IPO documents. You're supposed to, if you're going to take a company public, the staff of the SEC does review those to see that they're in compliance.
Correct. Is Coinbase a publicly traded company?
I'm sorry?
Is Coinbase publicly traded?
I'm sorry, by the way.
Yes.
All right. So the SEC allowed pension funds and retail investors to invest in a company, Coinbase, that you apparently, from prior remarks, believe was engaging in illegal activity. All of their activities were laid out in their public filings in the S1 prior to the IPO. You did say that you believe Coinbase is selling unregistered securities, correct?
Again, I'm not going to speak to anyone.
No, but you said that they're selling unregistered securities. This is your public comments.
I think, with all respect, I look forward to you finding that because I'm trying to be very careful. I'm not speaking
we'll help
about
refresh your
any
memory.
one company.
In the Kim Kardashian settlement, the SEC stated that Ethereum Max is a security. She reached a settlement for promoting an unregistered security. The unregistered security is Ethereum Max. Have you charged the issuers of Ethereum Max for offering an unregistered security?
We reached a settlement with a celebrity, Ms. Kardashian.
Yeah, but not. She just promoted it. She doesn't operate Ethereum Max. Have you said that Ethereum Max is an unregistered security to the people that offer it?
We did in that settlement, yes, sir.
Okay, it's still trading. What about Ethereum? Is Ethereum now a security?
We had this
I heard your
discussion.
exchange. They've been in place since 2015. You say in your statements that there's clarity in the market and the rules are clear. Just come on in. You can't even answer the question. Do you say XRP is a security?
We're in court and active discussions and litigation on that.
You're in litigation because you do say it's a security. As you know, let's move on a little bit. As you know, qualified custodian banks would effectively be unable to provide crypto asset related custody as a result of punitive capital impact under accounting provisions in Staff Accounting Bulletin 121. Do you agree that the bulletin should be amended?
I think that the staff addressed an accounting issue and appropriately saw that crypto assets held in custody today are not segregated or not bankruptcy remote in bankruptcy and should be appropriately put on public company financials.
I wish I had time to go into the ESG rule and everything else, but Chairman Gensler, your record of failures to protect investors and abuses of power make it clear that we need to restructure the Securities and Exchange Commission. The failures are many, but let me cite some of the abuses. You average more than 2 rules proposals a month. You provide inappropriately short comment periods. You have unworkable and unlawful ESG disclosure mandates on the market. You have essentially a Hotel California rule for crypto where you can check in anytime you like, but you can never leave. You have endless discovery with no resolution and no clarity for the captives in the market. You have unworkable proposals for overhauling equity market structure, a de facto ban on crypto through proposed custody rule. You have high staff turnover, unhappy people leaving your office, and unhappy companies and capital leaving our country. To correct a long series of abuses, I'm introducing legislation that removes the chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission and replaces the role with an executive director that reports to the board where all authority would reside. former chairs of the SEC will be ineligible under my proposed bill. And this isn't just my take. It resonates across the political spectrum. The American people want democratic access to capital, retail investor participation. You can't just exclude retail investors from markets and claim it's for their own good. Our markets need to function and flourish, and I yield back.
Well, because they don't want people getting rich, right, off cryptocurrencies and whatnot. Now, there's I did want to state, I don't know, but there's a lot of things going on here, guys, right? This is a whole show. That's number one. I don't know. I mean, Gensler will not answer any questions as well, guys, right? At least he's getting cooked, guys. People are hate him at this point, right? I'm actually starting to like Gary, though. Gensler's literally shaking when asked if he thinks Ethereum is a commodity or security. Amazing. Check this out, guys. Again, he's going after everything.
Is Ether a commodity or security?
And again, it depends on the facts and the law, and if there's a group of individuals.
I'm asking you about the facts and the law sitting in your seat and the judgment you are making.
And so, Mr. Chair, I think you would not want me to prejudge because I'm also.
But you have
aware-
prejudged on this. You've taken 50 enforcement actions. We're finding out as we go, as you file suit, as people get Wells notices on what is a security in your view, in your agency's view. I'm asking you a very simple question about the second largest digital asset. What is your view?
And my view is if there's a group of individuals in the middle that the public is
All
anticipating.
right. So let me just ask a second question then. Do you think it serves the market for an object to be viewed by the commodities regulator as a commodity and the securities regulator to be viewed as a security? Do you think that provides safety and soundness for the product? Do you think it provides consumer protection? Do you think it serves the value of innovation? I think no should be a very simple answer for you here.
I think
that uncertainty is bad, is it not?
And I think that Congress has said that there's one agency, the Securities and Exchange Commission, under this committee.
And you won't answer my question, and you're the head of that agency. So give me a break. Come on.
I'm answering it in the generic because you would not want me to speak about any one set of facts and circumstance.
Okay, so, but you've already spoken. Have you said anything about Bitcoin?
My predecessors and the agency itself has spoken to that.
Okay,
yes.
but you're not willing to do the same about Ether.
I
Okay, so let me just step back. There's a lack of clarity here in the marketplace. Can you at least agree to that?
I think that the clarity is there. The law is clear.
All
that
right.
There's a group
So let
of
me
individuals
be explicit about this. The market doesn't see it. Your regulatory actions and the CFTC's regulatory actions say that there's a great deal of uncertainty here. It is the intention of this committee to fix that uncertainty and actually provide a sound legal basis for this.
Well, to be fair, they are using 1900 laws for modern technology, right? So it doesn't make sense at the end of the day. Now, I'm honestly starting to like Gary, guys. Right? They're going after everything, as explained by Johnny Deaton. The number one thing that I took away from this hearing that should absolutely scare the living S out of everyone involved in crypto. And this is and John Deaton explains how this is not good for cryptocurrencies at all, guys, right? Prepare. We actually warned you of this. XRP is actually in the gates of clarity. XRP is two plus years ahead of every other crypto, guys. So it's all in front of our faces.
The number one thing that I took away from this hearing on specific questions that should absolutely scare the living shit out of everyone involved in crypto is the following. It was an open-ended question by Maxine Waters, where she just playing the partisan hack that she played in today's hearing, where she said questions like, do you have authority to regulate the crypto market? And of course he said yes, but she said, I want you to follow up your answer about what is a crypto. And this is what he said. He said, if there's a website, that's indication. If it is software that needs to be upgraded, that is indication of a security. If there are lawyers who have been hired to come in to meet with us, that is an indication of a security because there's a small group of entrepreneurs involved. Just think about that for a second. The man has been saying for 2 years, come in and talk to us. Come in and talk to us. Now he's saying, if you come in and talk to him and you hired lawyers to do it, that indicates that you have a security. He literally said that today at the hearing. And then he also threw out, if there's Twitter accounts. So think about that. Website, Twitter accounts is upgraded, software being upgraded. So what's that tell you about what his thoughts are of Ethereum? He won't answer it, people, but you know clearly, meeting his definition, Bitcoin would be implicated. I'm not saying he's saying that. I'm just telling you, if you listen to what he said, wasn't there a Bitcoin Taproot software upgrade? Doesn't Bitcoin get upgraded? Ethereum upgrade, the Shanghai that just happened? All of those things indicate what We warned a crypto law a year and a half ago. Every single token is endangered with this guy.
There you guys go. Every single token is in danger with Gary Gensler, guys. 99.9% of these coins have to go. That's number one. Number two, Bitcoin, your time isn't coming as well. During the collapse, here we go. We're not making any of this stuff up. Now, Gary really went from shilling algo 2 years ago to saying it is an unregistered security today. Actual rat. Look at this, guys, right? The Simpsons predicted it. Gary Gensler, guys, the evil character. Perhaps he's the good person behind the scenes, guys. Who really knows, right? I'm actually starting to like Gary, to say at least. At least he's going after every coin, guys. We're not making any of this stuff up, right? And it seems like, not to mention, Ripple versus CC case is about to conclude as well. Think about it, guys. Think about it, and think about it, not financial ways. What is that? So, guys, amazing. See ya.